Ladies and gentlemen, your sweet Zionist Prince Tal, the traveling clack, coming to you live from the United States of America. We're looking at another clip from Lebanon on Memory TV.
نهاية أي حرب أمر جيد.
صحيح.
عادة يلي بينقال له مبروك هو المنتصر. بعتقد أول مبروك بتوجه لإسرائيل، لأنه
إسرائيل أولك انتصرت؟
مش أولى، لأنه إسرائيل حطت سرية أهداف من الأساس. إجت قالت بدي انسحاب حزب الله لورا الليطاني، صار. إجت قالت ما بدي حزب الله يرجع يتسلح تما يرجع يعملنا بعد كم سنة نفس الشيء. أخذت هذه الضمانات لأنه عم ينحكى عن لجنة للمراقبة. سخرية القدر إنه يصير حزب الله قبلين بلجنة مترأسة الأمريكاني وعم بيشوفوا مين بيقبل أو ما بيقبل يشاركوا الألمان أو الإنجليز والفرنسوية. يعني تخيل إنه صار حزب الله عم بياخد ضمانته باللجنة من الأمريكي وضمانته بالمفاوضات من هوكشتاين الأمريكي اليهودي يلي خدم بالجيش الإسرائيلي. يعني بعتقد هذا يعني أكتر من هيك ما بقى يصير. بعتقد كان فينا نطبق 1901 ببلاش. أراد حزب الله أنه ندفع حقه كلنا. نحن فتحنا حرب بأكتوبر الماضي مساندة لغزة لأنه مسيو سنوار قرر يفتح حرب. مش نحن أنه والله كنا قاعدين وهجمت علينا إسرائيل وقمنا ندافع عن حالنا. لو نحن قاعدين فجأة وعينا على اجتياح إسرائيل للبنان تطلع بتقلي أنا مقاومة، بقول لك أوكي برافو أوكي، مع أنه هذا مش دورك، هذا دور الجيش اللبناني وأنت بدك تنخرط بالجيش. أوكي هذا غير موضوع. بس والله بيقرر يفتح السنوار حرب، تاخدني انت على حرب وبتصير تخبرني انه اذا ضربت ايران انا بدور شو لك خصه خيام، واذا ضربت ايران شو لك خصه انت وانا شو لي خصه.
I mean, everybody who's come to watch my channel over the last couple months, strap in, because every time we talk about Lebanon, I do the whole kiss and slap routine. Ya Lubnani, you guys know how much I love you. You know how much I love you. And I've come to learn that I'm gaining this like cult fan base in Lebanon. Didn't ever expect it, but I appreciate all of you guys in Lebanon for real. Ana bahibak. It's very heartwarming to see that even though I talk mad shit about Lebanon all the time, you guys still appreciate the truth that I have to say. I don't know what to say. This man says all the truth with nothing but the truth. There's not a single lie in there. It's absolutely right. You didn't have to get involved in October 7th. You chose to. And I talk now to the mass Lebanese populace when I'm saying this. Your inaction became action. The fact that you saw Hezbollah firing rockets from the south and didn't immediately rally everything into a full-scale civil war against Hezbollah, that's why you had to suffer the last year and a half, not in the same scale as what the Gazans did. But the reality here, my beautiful Lebanese people who are following me and watching me, and I love you, you will keep suffering forever until you deal with this problem. If you keep kicking the can down the road, and you think that things are going to get better, I promise you, as somebody whose government has pretty much been doing that since the inception of our country, it's only going to keep getting worse. We never dealt with Palestinian extremism properly. We never dealt with the Palestinian issue. We never dealt with the West Bank, with Judea and Samaria. We never properly dealt with Gaza. We just kept on finding solutions that would sort of, fix it for a second, and then we could move on with our lives for that moment, and then we ended up with an October 7th on our doorstep. We never dealt with the Iran nuclear deal properly, and now we're dealing with a situation where we're potentially going to war with Iran. Lebanese, use this as an example to understand. I've come to learn about our nations and how much in our history we used to be best friends. We used to cooperate together. We used to work together. If you guys don't know, the king of Tyre of Lebanon, the wood, the Phoenician king, he supplied the wood, the cypress wood, I believe it is, for the construction of the Beit HaMikdash, of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. Because the Holy Temple of the Jews was not a temple just for the Jews. It was a temple for the whole world. And so there were other nations involved in the construction of it, because it was a temple for God, for all of us to praise in together, not just for the Jewish people. And that goes back to this age-old cooperation between Lebanese people and Jewish people. We're two nations, Phoenicians and Jews, who need to come together and get back our ancient roots. And there's no reason that you should be involved in fighting us ever. We didn't attack you. We didn't threaten your presence. If anything, we already had the ball rolling of some semblance of peace. There was some weird like oil deal that was going to go through where we were both able to harvest oil from this one thing. I mean, that was happening shortly before October 7th. There's no reason for us to be fighting. No reason for us to hate each other. We need to go back to the days where Jewish people and Phoenicians, Israelis and Lebanese are having orgies together and making children together. And, I did a DNA test recently. I have like 1 or 2% Phoenician in there. Somewhere along the line, somewhere in my family went up to Lebanon and partied in Beirut. You know what I'm talking about? Or vice versa. Somewhere in my family in ancient Judea had some Phoenician friends come over. They saw the Snapchat story. They were like, let's go. Let's have an orgy. And I say orgy as a joke, but this is the reality. It needs to be love between us. It can't be hate. It can't be hate. The hate's not going to get us anywhere. When I shit talk Lebanon and when I say how fucked up and disappointed I am in the Lebanese people for not standing up for the nation, I say it only from a place of love. Because I have no reason and I've never had a reason to hate Lebanese people. Even the southern Lebanese, who at this point are just like dumb beyond all semblance of reason for supporting Hezbollah and Hamas. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But fuck it. They somehow are. Because I hold Lebanese people to a degree higher than I do anybody else in the Arabized world. I really do. Because I expect the most out of Lebanese always. More so than an Egyptian. Way more than an Egyptian. Jesus Christ. You and I both know. More so than a Jordanian. More so than a Syrian. Even an Iraqi. I hold Lebanese higher than everybody else. Y'all are the sophisticated bunch. Y'all are the bunch we should be able to look up to in the Middle East. And I'm disappointed in you guys. And it comes from a place of love. With Palestinians, fine, I have a reason there that there might be some animosity. With Iraqis, there's definitely an animosity there. They kicked us out of the country. And yes, with Syrians, not so much. With Egyptians, 100%. They facilitated October 7th. Egypt and Jordan, I've personally been to those countries and I was treated very poorly by the Muslims there. I felt the anti-Semitism. And it's sad to see it. And so when I think of Lebanon, there's no reason for me to hate you. I have no hate in my heart. I don't want to fight you. I will support my army kicking your fucking ass over and over and over again until it slaps you into reality 100%, if that's what needs to be done. But let's not do it that way. Let's do it the loving way. Orgies, not war. Orgies, not war. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it for us. That's our future. That's what we need to be focusing on. Not war. Orgies only. This man, what is his name? I want to get his name from the front of the video. And also follow Memory TV if you guys aren't. This is Lebanese politician Serge Daguer from the Kataeb party. I appreciate you, sir, for first of all, for calling Sinwar Monsieur Sinwar. I know you guys have that French influence, but I've never heard anybody call him Monsieur Sinwar, and it feels a little bit condescending to me in a good way. I love that. But also, thank you for congratulating Israel. When it comes to Lebanon, Israel was never not going to win, quote unquote, because we didn't have a bone to pick with you. For us, winning means that you guys just stop fucking firing rockets at us and get your shit together. I have little to no faith in the future parties in Lebanon, even though many of my Lebanese followers are reassuring me that it looks like we're heading in a positive direction. I've got zero faith looking at the track record. I hold every Lebanese person watching this video accountable. Do what needs to be done within your communities to stand up for Israel. Become a Zionist. Understand that our success in Israel is your success and vice versa. We could come up together. Be a Zionist. I don't care if you're a Muslim or a Christian or whatever else you identify as in Lebanon. Be a Zionist. Be pro-Israel openly and advocate for us to communicate and work together. Watch how much we'll flourish. Watch how much we'll flourish. I think the Lebanese people are over this bullshit. You don't want to be a third world country. You don't want to be a developing country. You don't want to be at war anymore. You're over it. We know, Habibi. We know. Go be like the UAE. Be like Saudi. Be like Bahrain. You don't want to be a third world country. You don't want to have your buildings destroyed and missiles launched. We know you. Y'all want to have orgies. You want to have techno parties. You want to sip at Starbucks. You want to go to the mall. And you deserve it. But work for it. You deserve that kind of life. Work for it. Make it happen with us. But it's going to take every single Lebanese person watching this video, even in the beginning it's silent, start advocating, start working, speak up, Work for it. You'll have to risk your life. It's important, but it's worth it. Let's save Lebanon. And let's come up together. Israel and Lebanon, best friends. Let's do it. Let's make all the other fucking Arab countries jealous. I'm telling you, it's going to be fucking hot. It's going to be cool as hell. Egypt and Jordan have had peace with us for 50 years. They haven't even come close to the relationship that we're going to have. Come on. Because those guys are backwards in Jordan and Egypt, unfortunately. They do everything backwards. They try to progress forward, but the people hate the government. They don't see eye to eye. In Lebanon, there's potential there. We could go forward together. And we can make the whole fucking region jealous. We're neighbors. Imagine how Turkey will feel and how Syria will feel. And Egypt and Jordan, they're gonna see us on the come up, and there's gonna be skyscrapers coming up in Beirut. They're gonna see videos of Tel Aviv people and Beirut people partying together and eating together. And then imagine the first Lebanese Israeli restaurant to open up together somewhere. Forget about it. We're going to drive them all fucking crazy. They're not going to know what to do with us. And you'll undoubtedly have these gay couples, Lebanese and Israeli gay couples, and they'll advocate them. They'll come on camera. They'll be like, Marhaba, Shalom, Ana Yusuf, Ana Shlomi. And we're gay and we love each other. And that shit will go viral. And the Arabs will be like, the whole Arab world will be like, what the fuck? These fucking, you traitors. And fuck, it's good. That's how you make the change. That's how you make the change. Israel, Lebanon, together forever. Orgies. I love you guys a long time, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, clads.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.